Hello, guys, and welcome. I just want to do another quick one, and that is that Miguel Almiron has won Premier League Player of the Month for October. Now, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he's over the past 6 games, this guy's been insane. Um, and you saw the struggles he had at Newcastle when he first came to Newcastle, and struggling for goals. He's always had that work ethic. He's always been a hard-working player, but he's never really ever had that end product. Now he's starting to get that end product, and I think that goes down to a lot to the players he's got around him. Have obviously improved loads. People like Bruno Guimaraes, you know Joel Linton whenever he plays in midfield allows him to get forward. Callum Wilson's been playing well, but I think a lot goes down to the management of Eddie Howe, and he has to play a big part in Miguel Almiron. I mean, he scored again at the weekend. It was an amazing goal. The way he jinked past, the defender kind of no idea what it was. I don't know if it was a slip or an attempt of a slide tackle. I ain't got a clue, but he's been on fire over the past month, Miguel Almiron, and he's continued it into November, and it's good to see. I am a fan of Miguel Almiron. I've always been a fan of his teamwork, his work rate. Even when things haven't been going for him, he's never stopped running. No, he never stops running. He gives it his all in every game. And I think that's, part of who he is. And obviously growing up in a place like, Paraguay, then playing in the MLS, and I think, the Premier League, I think he's kind of realised that, if you haven't got that work ethic, you're not going to get very far. You have to have a good work rate if you're going to make it at the big clubs. And Newcastle, they will become one of the biggest clubs in England, maybe even one of the biggest clubs in the world within the next 10 years. They've got billionaire owners. They can go out and they can buy any player. At any given time, if they started to seriously start splashing the cash, they could. Do you know what I mean? And, I don't think that it'd be fair to leave someone like Miguel Almiron behind. Because, like I said, over the past month, he's been insane. He's now starting to get goals. He looks like a goal-scoring threat, which he's never really looked like before. He's got great teamwork, never stops running. But that's the only thing really you could say about him at the time. His passing ability looked like it had gone. He couldn't buy a goal at one point. And now he's getting goals. And over the past month, he has been Newcastle's best player without a shadow of a doubt. And it's good to see, because I've seen a lot of people in the past pulling down and say he's not good enough for the Premier League. I always thought he was good enough for the Premier League. I think it was just finding just the right system that would suit him. And Eddie Howe has got that system. And it has helped Miguel Almiron a lot. I mean, you just look, like I said, over the past month especially, how immense he's been. And in the absence of Alan Saint-Maximin, who, is probably Newcastle's best player going forward, and someone's had to fill his shoes while he's been out injured, and Almiron's done just that. And obviously the disappointing thing is obviously he's not going to be at the World Cup. Paraguay did not qualify, so we won't see a Miguel Almiron at the World Cup, which is a little bit disappointing. We don't want him to then come back from the World Cup break and his form's gone. As a Manchester United fan, I want him to slow down a little bit, because then Newcastle are going to be challengers for the top four. Which is not what we need. We don't need more challenges for the top four. But no, like I said, he fully deserves it. I mean, I don't think anyone else could really have got close. I mean, you think Who else? You think maybe Haaland, obviously. Non-stop goals. No constant threat all the time. You think maybe a William Saliba could have been another one. That could have been Gian Almiron, a good run for his money. I think he had a solid month again. But I mean, other than that, you find it hard to really pick people who have been on fire. But when you think of it over the past month, past 5 weeks, Almiron comes straight to mind because he has been immense. Anyway, guys, I would love to hear what you think in the comments down below. Do you think he deserves it? If you don't, who would you have picked? If you did enjoy, please leave a like and please subscribe because I will be doing plenty of videos. And with the World Cup coming up, there'll be a lot of videos. Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon.